believe that a positive mindset and a strong sense of purpose are essential to reaching your fitness goals or any goal and live a healthy and fulfilling life. So today, friends, I just kind of want to talk about the why behind why I created this podcast with you. So, hey, friends, hey, I'm super excited you guys are here. If you don't know me, my name is Sam, and I'm an outdoor group fitness trainer and nutrition coach in the Round Rock area. That's in Austin, Texas. Yeehaw! All right, here. So, hey, today, friends, I just kind of really want to talk about myself. Not just about me, but I really want to introduce myself. I realized I was listening to, I'm new to the podcast game, and with that being said, I found myself in a situation to where I realized I never introduced myself. When I got into the podcast world, friends, I went straight to like bam into knowledge, right? I went like bam. I went straight to it, and I really never gave the reason of why I made this podcast. And I think that's important. The why is important because that's gonna how you're gonna get yourself to your goal. So with that being said, hey, I want to let you know a little bit about me. So, the story behind why my podcast started, obviously, you've seen so many podcasts come around. So, I went to a conference, right? I went to a conference. It was actually a Brendan Burchard conference, a Growth Day conference. Man, if I can't brag anymore about Growth Day. I mean, with all the amazing coaches that are part of it, was like, I think I saw Ed Mallett, Trent Shelton, um, man, I can't think who else was there. Obviously, Brendan Burchard. I mean, just so many top performers. And the lady from It Cosmetics, I can't think of her name, but she wrote that book, Believe. Man, uh, can't think of her name, but she is amazing as well. But when I went to this conference, Brendan was really talking about his 3-word motto and why it was so important. Because it was kind of one of the things that he wanted to bring into every area of his life and share that with people. So if you don't know Brendan Burchard, his big motto is live, love, and matter. And it talks about a wreck that defining moment in his life where he thought he was going to die, and those 3 words came to him. He asked himself 3 words that were the basis of what he wanted to grow his life on. He asked himself in that moment when he got in that horrific car accident with one of his best friends, he asked himself 3 questions. In that moment when he was on his deathbed, he asked himself, did I live? Did I love? And did I matter? I mean, those are powerful things that, and especially on your deathbed, he's wondering, did I live the life that I wanted? Did I love the way I wanted? Did I matter to the people around me? And so when I went to that conference, he was talking about, what are your 3 words? He said, I don't want you to leave here without having your 3 words. And I was like, man, what are the 3 words? And I was just thinking, like, man, you know what? When I want to live this world, I want to let everybody to know that they're powerful, right? And I was like, man, I want to live in this world powerfully. I want others to know that they can do the same. I want to live in this world purposefully. I want others to know that they can do the same. And I want to live in this world positively. Know that others can live the same. So those are kind of the basis of why I came up with those are my 3 words when I left that conference. I was like, I want to live purposefully. I want to live powerfully, and I want to live positively for not only the people that I love, and I want to spread powerfulness, positiveness, and purposefulness in the world. Like that's kind of the message behind this podcast. So if you listen to it, which if you have listened to any of my podcasts, they are so new, and I love you. We're family now because you are seeing me grow as I was a wee baby in all those episodes, but it was my opportunity to grow. Now, with that, when I started that podcast, it was a growing season, friends. I didn't really know. I have to be honest. I haven't listened to a lot of podcasts. So I went in there, and if you hear some of my first episodes, it's kind of funny. I don't know if you know who Ben Stein is, but like this is how my intro was. It was like, "Welcome to the Triple P podcast. Who will explore the power?" And I was like, yeah. So if you've listened to the shift and the growth in the process, you've noticed there's a lot more energy in that. 'Cause I'm like, Welcome to the Triple P Podcast, where we'll explore the power of positivity and purpose towards your fitness goal. So I caught myself. I was like, man, it's funny in the growth process. I laugh now. But now, if you hear it now, it's like, welcome to the Triple P Podcast, where we'll explore the power. So it's kind of game showy. It's kind of game showy. And I haven't really came into the voice because I'm like, oh, you have to sound like this and you have to sound like that. So I am getting better. I am getting better. But I want to talk about the shift of how this podcast journey is going to go because with that in mind, I really want to serve you. Like my reason behind my podcast is to spread positivity, motivate you to live purposefully, and motivate you to live powerfully. And how I can do that is only with you, right? So I kind of wanted to talk about me. I'm a father of five. Yes, four boys, one girl. It's a challenge every day, but it's an amazing thing. I have a lovely wife. Man, what else? I mean, it's kind of funny when you ask that question about who you are, but that was the kind of the basis behind my channel. So with that being said, I wanted to make a shift as this new year comes because I realized that hey, I'm a trainer and I'm a nutrition coach, and I want to give you that value. But I realized for myself that all that positive change, all that nutrition, there are so many people out there talking about nutrition, talking about the calories, and I want that to be a space here. And if that's something that serves you guys the best, I want to keep that here. But I also want to give a little bit of mindset in there. Maybe you're looking for Sam. I want a little bit motivational talks. I want to talk about just strategies that I can, and not only move positively, not only move purposely, but move more powerfully in my life as I work towards my goals. Is that something that you might want to hear a little bit more about? Because that's kind of what I'm trying to figure out here. My main mission is to serve you, and that's what I want this to be. I don't just want this to be a normal podcast. I want to hopefully get some guests on here. So maybe you're like, Sam, that'd be pretty cool. I would love to be a guest and talk about how I move positively, how I move purposefully, how I move, powerfully in my gifting and in my life. I would love that. So I'm looking for some recommendations here, friends. I need you. I need your help. I need your help because I want to figure out. So I'm going to put a poll in here about what would you like to hear more about? Would you want it to be more so mindset? You want to talk about more so business wise? I am an entrepreneur. Would you like to hear about more entrepreneurs? Would you want more interviews? Because I do know some amazing people, friends. If you would like to meet, I know I've been doing solo casting. But if you'd like to, Sam, I want to hear some interviews. I want to hear some from these amazing people that you do have in your life that have motivated you and inspired you to move positively, powerfully, and purposefully through your life. I would love to see, hear some stories. I mean, I want this to be some value for you. And so I'm going to put out a poll with this podcast, just asking you, I would love your feedback. Because at the end of the day, if you're here, if you're a listener, if you've listened to one, maybe you didn't even get this far, but you saw my post. I appreciate you because man, you're fueling my purpose and you're the reason why. Because I believe that not only can you live a positively, purposefully, and powerfully through your life, but that when you do that, it benefits everyone else around you. So, all right, here, friends. Hey, I'm gonna close this bad boy out. Look out for that link. I'm gonna shoot out that poll. I would love your insight, and I would appreciate it as well. Hey, this is Sam. Super thankful for you. And if anything, keep moving positively, powerfully, and purposefully towards your goals.